Hi guys, it's Night Fear, and I'm coming on today to do a TBR for the Read Yo Shelves. And this is hosted by Kathy Tritherdt. I will link her announcement video down below. I am a little late. This did start yesterday, January 1st. It runs through the whole entire month of January. And this is being filmed on my phone, so I'm going to see, hopefully this works out, because, yeah, it hasn't been working lately. Okay, so they have a bingo board, and of course, my printer doesn't like to work. Well, it works, but it doesn't connect to any of my devices, which makes things a little difficult. But anyway, I just made the board. So you see here the different squares. All right, so I'm going to go over the books that I picked for each square, and I don't usually double up and triple up and stuff like that, but this one I did. I still have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books, so I'm still reading quite a few books for this. The only rule for this, other than, well, even if you don't do the board, the only rule for this readathon is to read what's on your shelves. Don't get books from the library for this. Don't borrow a book from your friend. Read what's on your shelf. Only rule. Okay, so let's get on with the board. So the first one is Gift. Now my fiance actually got this one for me. What did you need, babe? Okay, anyway. And it's called The Cobra Event by Richard Preston. And see, it's a pretty cover. Woo, it's very pretty. And this one is kind of a sci-fi dystopian kind of a book, I think. It says 5 days ago, a homeless man on a subway platform died in agony as startled commuters looked on. Yesterday, a teenager started having violent, uncontrollable spasms in art class. So it's kind of one of those, and there's a pathologist kind of thing. So I don't usually read books like this, but this one for some reason sounded interesting to me. So I'm going to try it. And it's I don't get books a lot. I usually buy my own books. So yeah, and that will make me read that sooner than I probably would have. And this one also will be under the, let's see, that's not right. Oh, Bought Used, which is, where is Bought Used? Bought Used. It also will do for the new to you author, because I've never read that author before, and also the paperback. So yeah, see paperback right here. So, that one could cover those 4 squares. But I do have a lot of these. I do have several different things that would do that particular square. So the next one is the newest acquired, and I think this is the last one. I didn't even buy this. We went to an event for Christopher, who is my youngest son who has autism, and he was invited to like a Christmas party, and they had all these different things for free, clothes and stuff. And so I saw this book on the table, and I grabbed it, and it's called An Affair with a Spare, and it's by Shayna Gallon or whatever. But and I got it free. So, and it's a historical romance, and I've never read this author, and I thought I'd try it. So, and this was perfect. For several different categories. This one is new to, newest acquired. I'm going to Bought Used. I didn't really buy it. Fantastic title. An Affair with a Spare, I thought was really cool title. A new to me author. Was that it? Oh, yeah, and paperback. Okay, guys, I'm not going to say any more about paperback. If it's a paperback, obviously it qualifies as a paperback. All right, the next one is Diverse. I didn't think I had any, and then I had this book for another one, and then I thought, well, yeah, it is a diverse book. But that is Brown Girl Dreaming by Jacqueline Woodson, and this is actually written in verse. and it is a memoir about her life from what I understand. It's won several awards, as you can see, and I picked this up actually new. I got it from Ollie's, and it was only $2.99. Once again, guys, if you have an Ollie's, if you're here in America and have an Ollie's, I would definitely check it out because I have gotten so many great books from there for real cheap. But this one also covers the Bought New, and the Own Voices also. And this, I think, is the only one that's the Own Voices also. Because I don't have a lot of Own Voices books because I wasn't into really looking for them and aware that I really enjoyed them. So, but that's something that I really want to get more of. So that's what covers with this book. The next one is oldest book, and Kathy said that you can do this several ways. It could be the oldest book on your TBR, the oldest book on your shelves, you know, the oldest, however you want to do it. I am not sure what is the oldest on my shelves, but I have wanted to read, I'm going to do for 2019, one of my goals is to read at least one Stephen King book every month. And this one was actually published in 1975, so it is an old book. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if it is the oldest, but if not, it's probably close. But that is Salem's Lot by Stephen King, and I have actually never read this book, surprisingly enough. So, and this one is about vampires, I believe, I'm pretty sure. And that's pretty much all I know about it. Other than a lot of people have liked it, and there is a movie, which I've never seen the movie, so I can't tell you if the movie's any good. But this is actually also for the author you love, because Stephen King is my favorite author, and this is the only, oh yeah, popular author, and then this is the only hardcover. Everything else is paperback, surprisingly. I mean, I do have other hardcover books on my shelves, but a lot of the Stephen King books are bigger though, and a lot of them I've read, but I wanted to read one I hadn't read yet. So, but anyway, yeah, so that's what that covers. Then I have a cover by, which is the next square, which is right here. And I got this because I thought it was pretty and it sounded interesting. And this is Oath of the Brotherhood, and this is by C.E. Laureano. And this is a first in a series. I also got this at Ollie's, so this would be another one, and on this was $1.99. So this was another one that would be bought new. What other ones does this one do? And new to me author. So this is another new to me author. And this is, it's a fantasy book. Yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot about it, and I don't remember, but I read the back, and I thought it would be good, so I bought it. And like I said, the cover was pretty, and then the spine is also kind of pretty, because it has that wood look, and then the pretty on the end. Yeah, I just thought it was nice. The next one is red on the cover, and yes, this is out of order from what you'll see when I mean in a minute, but it's red, and so I chose The Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan. This is the 4th book in the Percy Jackson series. I'm slowly reading them. I actually own them all. If you look right here, that's where they are. I see there's missing right there, because I'm reading 2 actually for this readathon, and then there's I think I have 3 of his series, which that's the Percy Jackson, and then I can't remember the name of the other 2 series, but then they're right there. So, but this is the next one, so, or not the next one, but this is one of the ones I want to read for this readathon, and it's red. And then this one covers a lot. This one is bought used, because I bought that whole stack that I just showed you. I bought them all at a yard sale. This girl, this teenage girl, she was wanting to sell all of them. She said she wasn't into them anymore, and I was like, okay, I'll buy them. Then Author You Love, because I'm loving Rick Riordan's books. Then Popular Author, 21 paperback, and then sci-fi. So it would also be considered sci-fi fantasy. So yeah, there's that one. All right, we've already done several for bought new, bought used. Rec by a friend, recommendation by a friend, I do not have anything for this. So actually I should exit out like I did this one, because I don't think I'm gonna have that. So that one is just gonna have to be, you know. The next one's part of a series, which I chose this one, which is The Titan's Curse, which is the third book. So I'm going to have to read this one first and then read the other one. And then this one covers all the other ones the other one covered too. All the other squares. So, but this is the third one. So it's The Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. So I'll read the third and fourth during this readathon. And they're not that long. So, and it's not that, like I said, this readathon is a month long. So I should be able to easily do that. Okay, then, let's see. Own Voices, I told you that one was the Brown Girl Dreaming. Fantastic title. I mean, I guess I could do, you know, The Titan's Curse 2 or The Battle of the Labyrinth, but I did, I picked an Affair with a Spare, because I thought that was kind of a cool title. Free Space, I could read anything for that, so, you know, that will be covered with the first one I read. New to me author, I already told you some of these on this list. Actually, there's 4. Any 4, and actually there's a couple more. Then Author You Love, that's Stephen King, obviously, or Rick Riordan. Then this one is from a book box. I do not get book boxes. So this one I couldn't do at all, because I do not get book boxes. I can't afford them, so I don't get them. I love to watch openings, though, but I don't get them. Popular author, that could be several. Stephen King, Rick Riordan. There's another one coming next, here up in a minute, that, well, actually not next, but here in a minute, that would also cover that. Graphic novel, I only own one. I love to read them, but I've only bought one so far, and I have never read it, actually, and that's Watchmen. And so, by Alan Moore and David Gibbons. So, yeah, this will give me a good excuse to. Now, I have seen the movie, and enjoyed that, but I have never read the book, so I'm not sure why. Let's see, the next one, hold on here, nonfiction, that's also going to be Brown Girl Dreaming, because it's about her life. Where did I get this? That's another one that I don't have any book for, because I remember where I get my books, and I always leave, like, the stickers for, like, Ollie's on there, so that I will remember where I get it. So I don't offhand know of any of where I'm like, where did I get this from? So I won't be doing that one either. I've shown several paperbacks, one hardcover. Okay, contemporary. This one I could use a couple. I could use any of the Nicholas Sparks books. I don't know if this is the one I'm going to read, The Last Song. I got a bunch of his books, once again, yard sale. Wonderful places to get books, and bought a whole bunch of his books. I already had a few, and I actually have never read any of his books. I don't know why. I have all his books and never have read one, but I do. So, but I can read one of his, because as far as I know, all his books are pretty much contemporary. So, but this is just one that I just picked off the shelf. So, and usually his books, or at least his movies, and I understand that the movies and the books are pretty similar, but all his movies I've watched are always sad. They have sad endings. So, yeah, that one I'm prepared to cry. Then I have sci-fi fantasy, which the Oath of the Brothers could do that. The Rick Riordan books from Percy Jackson could do that. But then I have Black City from Elizabeth Richards, a book I got at Ollie's, and this could also be read on the cover too. And this one is about like a monster. He's half human, half monster, whatever. It kind of reminded me of when I read the synopsis, it reminded me of What is that name of that book? It's by Victoria Schwab. You guys know what it is. But where it's like the monster and the girl, and you know, they meet and things happen, that kind of thing. Similar, not exactly the same, but similar. And I actually have the second one too, which is called The Phoenix, I think it is. Yeah, The Phoenix, which I also got. I got them together at Ollie's. They just happened to have them together. So yeah, I'm thinking about reading this for the, if I can get to it for the sci-fi fantasy. And then the last one is Create Your Own Category, and I decided that this category is going to be reread a childhood favorite. I'm trying to buy Judy Blume books because I loved her as a kid, and Tales of the Fourth Grade Nothing. This is the first in the Fudge series, and my daughter actually has read these. Kaylin has read these and loved them, and I decided I was going to read this one because it's been so long since I've read it, and I don't really remember. I kind of remember, but not really. So I decided I'd read this, and it's nice and short. And this could also be a contemporary, because, I mean, it's contemporary. To me it is, anyway, because this is the time, you know, that I grew up, so. But anyway, so those are all the books that I am going to read for this readathon. And if you guys are curious on what I was looking at, what I do when I do a readathon is I write them down. I write all the categories down, and then I write the books so that I can keep track of them. And then, of course, for this one, you know, I transferred it to the back so I can keep this together and just have this sheet too. So, you know, I'm kind of weird when I do my readathons, but I like to be organized, and that way it's easy to keep track. So, but anyway, let me know if you guys have read any of these books or are interested in any of these books. And I'm excited. I'll have, you know, read some more books that are actually on my shelves. Now, I think Kathy's pretty much just going to read from her shelves. I'm also reading library books this month because I have several that I want to read, several that I'm in the middle of, and several that I'm reading for other read-alongs and for another readathon I'm doing, which I'll be filming that right after this one uploads. So I'm reading a bunch of books, and, you know, I want to try to read at least 20 books a month. So this is only 11, so I have a few to play with. But for this, these are only going to be books that I read off my shelves. So anyway, guys, please remember to always be kind to each other. I hope your New Year's is going well, and the second day here of this New Year is finding you happy and healthy. And I will see you next time in a new video. Bye.